All right. Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks, and today I thought that we could Zentangle for a bit. But before we do, give me 1 second so I can just make sure that my live is popping up. There we go. And it is, so everything looks good. Just plug in my charger just to be safe. There we go. Everything is good. All right. So, what I thought we could do is I have a bit of inspiration here. So, I drew this back in 2007, and that was way before I knew what the heck Zentangling was. So, what I wanted to do was I thought I would play in my other journal that I didn't play in the other day and do some Zentangling on some pages and then possibly watercolor around it, maybe use some Kuretake. I haven't quite decided everything I'm going to do yet, but I thought it would just be a little bit of fun. And then I also have the big book of patterns out because after I recreate this Zentangle, I wanted to look through here and see if there were some other ones that we could play around with because there's plenty of different patterns in here and fun things. This book is called The Big Pattern Collection with 500 Patterns, and it's by Maria Delgado. So it is a fun Zentangling book. So let's go ahead and find a blank page for us to look for here. So this is my homemade little junk journal. I'm just going to look for a page that's not too wild. Maybe we could do something like this because it has a background on it, or if we wanted to watercolor on it later, we could use white as well. I'm thinking I kind of like this because then I wouldn't have to watercolor at all. And then, like I said, we can just use some Kuretake in it later, and I think that would be pretty cool. So it looks like the first thing I need to do is make a ring of circles. I'm going to do a couple of flowers on this. That way it kind of fills the page a little bit. So I'm going to start by just adding little circles in like a circular pattern until I make a circle that I feel like is big enough for our Zentangle here. So just little circles, and it's okay if they're not the same shape or size. Nobody's going to be testing you on how good you can draw a circle. The whole idea is for this just to be relaxing. Because today was not a very relaxing day for me, so I figured this would be very nice. It's a nice calm tingling. And earlier today, I watched Janet M. Young, and on her channel, she did some Zen tingles too. It was really cool. She crumpled up a piece of paper and then took Kuretake ink and put it on all the cracks. And then afterwards, she started Zen tingling inside the little areas. And I was like, you know what? Today feels like a Zen tingle kind of day. Why not? Because I was originally going to do pan pastels, but I think I'm going to leave pan pastels for tomorrow or the day after, just depending on when I stream again. So we're going to Zentangle instead. So I'm just trying to recreate something similar to this image from 2007, from before I knew what Zentangling was. So now that we've got that, I think that's a pretty round enough circle. I'm going to go ahead and add something kind of like this. And I am going to see how many are going to fit. So I am doing this with a pen, not a pencil. That way every mark is permanent. So even if I mess up, it'll be like a happy little accident type situation. So I don't want to put a whole bunch of pressure on myself, but at the same time, I want it to be something that's permanent and that I did with purpose. So then it looks like in the center of each of these is a little line. Then we've got another line around here. Another line here. then some little zigzags for our leaf or our petal, whatever this is, like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. Go like this. And then do it again. Like that. Then our little zigzaggies. Something like that. And it's okay if they don't match up exactly. Remember, we're just doing this to relax and get zen, as they say. I really enjoy Zentangling. It's not something that I did very much when I was younger. But you know, everybody likes to scribble a bit on a page and like just make patterns when you're bored. So I think it's kind of nice. Like that. And again over here. Okay, so we've got our first layer of patterns down. And then the next layer has slightly pointier petals. Like that. And then on these, there's a teeny tiny little border here. And then just a little bit of shading, but it's like line work shading. Something like that. Do our little outline again. And then do our line work shading. Maybe get a couple of those a little bit closer. There we go, like that. Do another border. Do our line work shading. And I can feel the stress leaving my body. Do another border over here. Some more line work shading. There's actually a name for that, and I can't think of what it's called right now. There we go. So that looks good. And then next, we're going to make some more little pointy areas. So we've got that. That. This one's going to go off the page a little bit, which is okay. And this one's going to have this in the middle of it. I went through and I put little page protectors on my journal so that the old pages wouldn't rip, since this is made with such vintage paper. Now I might be able to get to kind of touch. I'm going to try to go under this ring a little bit. See if we can. There we go. Close enough. All right, so with this one, it's a dark black border. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get a nice bold line in there. And break up some of the white. And then we've got little circles in there. And these circles all touch each other. Like that. And then it looks like every other circle has these kind of dark spots in them. It's not all of them whenever I originally designed this. So I'm going to try to stay true to that original design. And just do it in like every other one of them. I think that's just enough. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and try the next one. Like that, and then bold our line. And go in there. Just like that. I'm going to do the other side. Bold that. I wonder if the camera will let me zoom in a little bit. Let me see. Oh, good, it does. So let's do that and then move this over a little bit so that you can see better. Move my drink so that's out of the way. There we go. I think that's good. All right, and then we're going to go for our little circles. And let us wash off this Monday with some nice Zentangle vibes. Anybody else when they were younger used to doodle like this? And just kind of let free, not really have an expectation or anything like that? That's the best part about Zentangle is the low expectation because you can literally do any mark making that you want, which is quite nice. So I'm going to try to go around this metal thing. See how well that works out. But I'm going to try my best. There we go. And then we just need to make our dots. Give her a go there. There we go. That looks pretty good. So then we'll do the other side here. That, and then just color it in. And the other side. And then our circles. To anyone coming in that's in the balcony right now, hello. I'm happy to have you here. If you could please like, share, or subscribe my video, I'd really appreciate it. Just gonna get our nice little circles in here. If some of them overlap, that's okay. No one's gonna headhunt us over a circle. There we go. Just like that. And then we're ready for our final petal. Gonna bold it first. Just like that. And then bring in our circles. Almost there. And then we're ready for our dots. Just like that. And then in between these little spots, we've kind of got like little branches. And these are what are called Zentangles whenever that happens. So you got Zentangle, which is what's inside the box. And then you've got Zentangles, which is what's outside. But the most important part is all of it is, of course, Zen. There we go. That, and then we'll have our other branch curve out this way. These kind of look like little suns or maybe little dandelions, like right before they pass whenever you blow on them. Do another little arm over here. There we go. That looks good. So now we can do another one over here. Like that. And then add our little circles on each polyp. And then give them a bit of sunshine. Just like that. There we go. And then this one's going to go off the page a little bit. So we'll be mindful of that. And just let it happen. It's okay if some of the lines touch. It'll still look cool, I promise. And we'll go down here. Could almost be like baby's breath, maybe, you know, the plant. Do our little circles. And then our little bursts. Just like that. Thought this would be a really nice idea because I wasn't really sure what else to put in these journals besides collage, and I'd like them to have more than just collage in them. So I think this will be quite nice. And that way we give the journal the attention it deserves. Put our little circles. Our bursts. Like that. There we go. Oh, missed one. Just like that. To those of you that are coming in, I see, welcome, welcome. We're just doing a little bit of Zentangling here. For those of you that don't know what Zentangle is, it's just kind of little sketches that help. Tina! Hey, how are you doing? Hi, Mo. How are you guys doing? Good to see you. I'm just doing a little bit of Zentangling today. Today was kind of a stressful Monday, so I thought it'd be nice to just unwind and relax a bit. So enjoy a little chatter in the background. Yes, me too. Hi, Missy. How are you doing? Earlier, I was watching Janet M. Young, for those of you who don't know who she is, and she was doing a bunch of Zentangle today, and I was like, man, I just want to relax like that. And then I found this awesome Zentangle that I did back in 2007 when I was still in high school. Here, let me move it down a little bit because I zoomed the camera in. And so I wanted to kind of make a Zentangle that was, kind of reminiscent of it, I guess you could say. Plus, I've got these wonderful journals that I just bought the other day where they took the golden books, the golden children books, and they took a heat gun to them and took off the gold part and then cut them down to size, and then they made journals out of them, and I just love them. Yes, my 7th grade Zentangles, and I had no idea what a Zentangle was back then. I just remember I was really bored, probably in math class if we're honest, and I went for a bit of a Zentangle unload. So yeah, I'm just trying to do some little patterns right now. And then I've got this cool little book. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Yep. There we go. I think we're zoomed out just a wee bit. And I've got this book right here. It is called The Big Pattern Collection, and it is by Maria Delgado, and it has 500 different Zentangle patterns in it. Yeah, we call them doodles too. We didn't have the fancy word just yet. Ooh, there's some cool vines in there. Look at that. I really like that. Let's do a vine. Maybe that could be a background to something. That could be fun. Or we could even put some of them over here because I'm probably going to fill up both pages. So let's scooch this back into frame a little bit so that y'all can see me a little bit better. There we go. I think that looks good. And I'm going to do big old vine. We're just going to cut through the paper here. Whoop. And then we'll give it some leaves. Have you guys had a pretty good Monday? I feel like today was a really good day for live streams. I watched I want to say 5 different live streams today. I don't know how I did that, but I did. I watched Dee Dee, of course, this morning, and then PM Artist Studio came on. Curiously, Michelle was soon to follow. Then after that, I watched Janet, and then Karen from Slap and Paint on Paper was on. Like, all kinds of good streams today. It was great. I work from home, so I like to listen to them while I work. And it just kind of keeps me company because it usually gets pretty quiet around the house. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty fun today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a good stream day too. It's kind of funny. Some days I find a whole bunch of everybody, and then on other days it's like, where is everybody? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do these circles is I'm going to do like a light circle around here. I'm just going to block it in. Tried to take a nap and my cat Rango wouldn't have it. Poor little guy has dementia. Aww, and hyperthyroidism. He forgets he's already 8. That's so cute. I mean, I'm sorry he has dementia, but that's adorable. I've got an older pet too. I have a dog named Rowena, and she's 12 now. She doesn't really have anything wrong with her, but she does have a bald spot on her head. It's really cute. I'm just gonna try to tighten these little circles in here, and maybe it'll look kind of like the circles in the picture, and that would look good. Thank you. Rowena is a blue pit bull, which means that she has kind of like grayish blue fur. And we named her after Rowena Ravenclaw from Harry Potter because we couldn't think of a name that had blue in it. So we went with our inner nerd, and it worked out. That one's not quite as big as I want it. Let's do it a big old circle. Yeah, that's really working to block out where the circle goes first. And then today was my son Ronan's first day as a blue belt in karate. So after work, we got to see that, and it was really cute. He was so focused. It was adorable. Oh, nice. Great name. I named Rango after the Johnny Depp. Oh, I've seen Rango before. Okay. That's cute. I love cats. I think they're adorable. I'm just allergic to them, so I give them all the love and then I leave home with red leaky eyes. My mother-in-law has a bunch of hyperallergenic cats though, which is kind of nice because they do still bother my nose a bit, but it's not too bad on my eyes, which is good. She used to actually breed cats, so she used to have like a ton of them. Let's do a big circle over here. Like that. There we go. Yeah. We've always named our animals after different like movies and stuff like that or video games. Like I remember once we had a hamster named Cortana, which was named after the Halo games. I loved that hamster. The hamster was a good one. She used to do little tricks for me and I'd give her little yogurt bites. I think it's the dander from the cats, but yeah, it could be. It's really interesting. So my husband has a friend who his allergens are actually from the saliva of the cat. So I guess when the cat licks itself and then goes to like, nuzzle up against a human, that's what he's allergic to. And I'm not sure which kind I have. I just know that my eyes will get red and runny and I'll get sneezy. But my heart's full, and I think that's all that matters. I think this needs to be bigger. Yeah, like that. That's bigger. That too, the saliva I've heard anyway. Yeah, yeah. Which is really interesting. Dogs don't do anything to me. Like I've never really had a problem with dog fur or anything like that. Or any little animal fur. It's always just been cats, and I don't know why. I've always wanted a cat though. I would take the allergy pills just for the cat. We almost had a cat once because we rescued some little baby kittens that were underneath our shed, and we almost kept one of them, but I don't think our dog would have liked that very much. She's kind of a solitary animal in her old age. She just likes her humans, and that's about it. There we go. I think that's starting to look pretty cool. Okay, let's go up a little bit and see. So I think the next one should be about right here. And if you hear noise in the background, I have a son, he's 5. So sometimes he doesn't know his own voice control, but that's okay. My husband just abducted him. That's funny. I think that's looking good. This is nice and relaxing. Yeah, he's a silly little guy. He's always in a chipper mood. Love him to pieces. Oh, yeah. Sometimes he'll even come in here and say hi whenever I'm on stream. Or not when I'm on stream, but when I'm video recording. This is only like my 4th stream or something. Hey, how are you? It's pronounced Aoife, right? I want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it right. It's good to see you. Is it like 2 a.m. in Ireland, though? Yes, I pronounced it right. Aoife. Got this. There we go. Today we're just doing some Zentangles and unwinding. Waving hello across the Irish Sea from the UK. That's cool. I didn't know you were from the UK. That's awesome. The way Mariah and Patricia talk about you, you'd think you were right in their backyard. There we go. I think that one looks pretty good. I'm in the US. I'm in like smack dab in the middle. There's a state there called Missouri, and that's where I'm from. They call it the Heartland because it's like in the heart of the country. Let's try to do a circle here. It's gonna run into that other pattern a little bit, but I think that's okay. Yes, the show me state. We're very showy here. Though I hear the story behind that name's pretty boring. Apparently it's because of like toll roads or something, and you were supposed to show your tickets. Like apparently Missouri was very known for being like, hey, we need to see your papers. And that's why we're called the show me state. I wish it was for something cool, like, you know, a show. And it's really cool. I'm actually, where I live, I'm actually right near the border to Illinois. So I can travel back and forth between the states with ease. Where I used to live, I was right next to Kansas. Kansas drivers can be scary sometimes, but that's okay. They're a good sister state. I'm sure my driving's a little scary too. Let's see here. Okay, so I like that pattern. Let me just peruse in here and see what else we have. We could add something neurographic-ish to this. Because we need something going on right in here. Let's just add some lines and see what comes from it. We're just going to get a little crazy here and add anything we can. Do another line right here. Into that. Oh, I'm in Florida and nobody seems to know where they're going. Yeah, I bet. Plus, you got those Florida men over there. I hear they're a wild, rowdy bunch. For those of you that don't know, there's always a joke that if you look at the newspaper, you'll find Florida men in it, like saving you from a crocodile or like a lizard or something. So it's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm seeing an interesting type of neurographic in here to where we do the neurographic lines, but then we add like diamonds and stuff to it, diamonds and circles on the actual lines. So I'm going to add the neurographic part, which how you do that is where the lines are intersecting, you just put like a little loop on it and color it in like that. And it's supposed to be good for your mind to do these. So see how that intersection's now a lot thicker? That's how it works. And then afterwards, we'll add our random shapes to it. There we go, just like that. This one's going to be itty bitty because it intersects really close to another one. Like that. Kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like what a brain cell looks like, but they have like all those weird little lines on them. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Whoops, that one's going to be a little long. Like that. Hi, Ronan. There we go, just like that. This one's going to be really interesting because there's almost like a star pattern in here. And every other true crime story is either from Florida or Texas. Hey, but your states are bigger than everybody else's. You can't help it. You've got more people all going on there. I'm sure there's some crazy people in California, or what's another big state? Maybe Nevada. It's those small states you gotta look out for, like Rhode Island. They're probably hiding some fun stuff too. There we go. Like that. That looks pretty cool. And we'll do one down here. Like that. Then another one right here. Okay, so the neurographic part's there. So then what they have is they have added shapes to it. So like, for example, we could put a circle here. Like that. And a diamond. They've got circles and diamonds. I kind of like the look of it. It's kind of weird. I've never really seen anybody do that with neurographic art. There we go, like that. I think maybe since this touches this, I'll turn that neurographic too, like that. Do a little circle here. And then maybe a diamond up here. Yeah, I think that's going to look really cool. We'll do a circle here to break that up a little bit. And a diamond over here. I have to come down. My grandma's from Russell. It's gorgeous. What is Tato? Do you get the yellow packs of Tato? I've never heard that word before. There we go, like that. Do another diamond down here. Oh, they're onion rings. Okay. I love onion rings. That would be yummy. Here, if you want onion rings, you got to go to Sonic. Sonic's got good onion rings. We don't really have someone that's like known for them. Like that. Do a little circle here. Little diamond down here. Like that. There we go. We've just got one more line to deal with here. So let's just give it a diamond. So I think that looks pretty good. So let's find another pattern. See what we've got here. So there's two types. Republic of Ireland. Gotta have the superior ones. Let's see. Do we have any that are kind of plant looking? Likes to do some plant ones. Ooh, we've got weird circle ones. This could be interesting. Ba, 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 do, 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 do. Let's do these guys. Kind of look like little rainbows. I'm kind of digging them. So I'm gonna go like this first. Give it a hump. And then they've got little dots. And then after the dot, there's an arch. And then there's a teeny tiny one right in the middle there. Don't know what kind of little rainbows those are supposed to be, but I like it. Do our little dots. Little humpy thing. There we go. Just like that. So it'll kind of almost look like scalloping in a way. I think the way I'm going to do it, because I think I'll probably stagger them a little bit. There we go. That's cute. My mother-in-law got Ronan this little metal drum thing, and it sounds like one of those metal drums that they have in Jamaica. And it's just like a little miniature one of them, and he's playing with it right now. I can hear the chime of it. Kind of also reminds me of a wind chime, I suppose. There we go. And then let's make another one here. And then we're going to have it go off the page because that's totally fine. Gives the illusion that the pattern is continuing. Just like that. There we go. Is anybody else untangling with me? I always think it's kind of fun to whenever people say if they're doing artwork along with you or not. go. And then I think what I'm going to do to stagger it is I'm going to do it like this. Not Zentangle, but detangle laundry, if that counts. That totally counts. That could be a Zen chore in itself. I've been coloring my 2-page picture in my coloring books for over a week now. Oh, that's cool. You're in bed with your iPad. Mo's always awake from what I've seen. Mo is cookie wookie. Ooh, what's your new coloring book about, Tina? I've got some new coloring books around here too. One of these days I'm gonna get around to coloring in it. I got those real fancy ones. The ones that have like all the Asian art in it, the Momo girls. I've set them around me somewhere. I tried to clean up yesterday after I did a live stream, so I'm not sure where I set them, but at some point I want to try to color in those because they're just so pretty and I don't want them to get too precious. I also probably should, a couple of videos ago, I drew a bluey picture and I need to get around to coloring that too. Boy, I have a lot of stuff I need to get around to doing now that I think of it. I've just got projects out the wazoo. But that's how I am. Like every day I try to work on something different. That way I don't get bored. Here we go. It's got a new book called Fantasy World. Ooh. Does it have like dragons in it? Is it that kind of fantasy or like a different kind of fantasy? I like the ones with like dragons and elves in it because I'm a big Tolkien fan. Give me anything that's Lord of the Rings related and I will do it. Right now I'm coloring in a Japanese book. I know, right? If those Momo books didn't say Momo like in the description whenever you go to buy them, I'd be like, what is this? Was actually kind of crazy. One of the Momo Girl books I was buying, I thought was a coloring book, and it's not. It's actually how to color them. So, like, this is what it looks like. And this is totally one of the Momo Girls books. Like, you could tell by the way the art looks on it. But when you look inside of it, it's like step by steps in Korean of like how to color them. Like, some of them are really cool. I would try to do one of those sometime. But yeah. Not a coloring book. But I'm not giving it back to them because I think it's cool. I was at first. Like, at first I was pretty bummed, and then I was like, well, maybe this could teach me to color better. And so I figured that whenever I make a video eventually with it, I'm going to warn people, hey, this is also on Amazon. This is not a coloring book. That way other people don't make the same mistake that I made. I mean, yeah, you can return it, but what a hassle. My husband's been getting into coloring lately. It's been kind of cool. I got him one of the coloring books that I don't know how to pronounce it, the Hiji ones. Um it's the one that Yolande's always using, Devin Rex for art. It's got the cute little animals in it, like the bunnies and stuff. I'm sure there's a way to pronounce that word, but heck if I know. It's supposed to mean like shui. Yeah, I'm not a big returner. I would almost rather donate it than return it, as silly as that sounds. Because then I always wonder, like, because they keep track of the stuff you return. Are they going to think that I'm just somebody that, like, buys it and then uses it and then gives it back or something? I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. Almost done with this pattern. And I think I want to try to put something small up in this corner over here because it looks kind of bare. I don't have the discipline for coloring books. I wouldn't draw a mustache or glasses. No, don't get sad at yourself. That's how you turn it into yours. I think that would be really cute. Have like this really elegant lady in a dress and then she has a monocle and a mustache. Who knows? She might be related to the Monopoly guy. Doot, doot, doot. Yay, we're done with this pattern. I think that looks pretty cute there like that. Let's see here. So I need something like small in this top corner right here. Because this top corner just doesn't have enough going on in it. Here, let's get in frame a little bit better. Eh? Yeah. Um, that's funny. It let me zoom into the screen, but it doesn't let me zoom out now. That's okay. Let's see here. What can we do in the world of Zentangle? What is Zen? We could do some danglies, but that might be a little too close to what these look like. Um, I guess we can just draw some little flowers up here. It wouldn't hurt anything to have just a couple of flowers at the top. All right, so this is what this page now looks like. So I think that looks pretty good. So let's move on to this next page then and see what we can do over here. I think with this page, I'm just going to make a bunch of random lines. That way we can separate the page. My lines are not going to be perfectly straight. I am not a ruler person. Probably should be, but Oops. Put that all the way over here. Let's do another line right here going up. Like that. Not really looking as random as I'd like it to, but that's okay. Let's see here. Stuff now for gluing on. I do have a mandala one somewhere. They might stop you from drawing mustaches randomly. That's funny. Okay, so let's see. What are some cool patterns that we've got in here? Ooh. This one looks kind of difficult, but kind of cute. It's like checkerboard with hearts. Maybe we can do that in this big one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some lines in here. Just to kind of map it in here. Alexa, how many days until June 4th? And then we need some top lines. Just going through my old text. I had to use Google image search to find this coloring book I'm coloring in right now. Oh, you found the name in English? That's good. I love coloring books and I have like 1,000 of them, it feels like. I probably honestly have like 40 of them. And I feel like every time I see one that I really like, I end up getting it. And then afterwards, I'm like, why am I not coloring in this? And then I'll color like one page in it and then get distracted by the next coloring book. It's the worst. Okay, so then it's kind of like this, but colored in on one side. Like that. It's called Wild Mouse Guru's Traveling Sketch. Now we all know and we can sleep well tonight. So does that mean that there's like a cute little mouse's story that you follow on each page? Is it like one of those where it has kind of a story going on with it? This one's going to be a bit wonky, but that's okay. That's half of the fun, is some wonk to it, right? Yeah, the storyline revolves around a little mouse. Oh, who has a sketchbook? Oh, I love that. I love coloring books that have a lot of nature in them. I think they're really inspiring. Plus, I honestly like to study the drawings in coloring books. And like sometimes I'll try to practice drawing them. I think that's fun. Something kind of like that. Of course, I'll post the pic on IG when I finish. You better. We're going to hold you to that. We want to see what you do. Are those real birds making that sound? Oh my gosh, there's like some birds fighting outside or something. They're like chirpity chirp chirp chirp. I thought my husband was watching something on the TV, but he said they're real. Somebody's getting the business in bird talk. Apparently they were about to come into our apartment. That's funny. All right, Tina. Oh, is it a super detailed coloring book? I like the ones that are kind of somewhere in the middle detail wise. If it's too detailed, it like kind of messes with me a little bit, like it intimidates me a bit. I don't know if anybody else gets intimidated by coloring books sometimes, but I do. Okay, so this one's supposed to be black. Like that. Yeah, that looks right. And then we'll just kind of curve that up to make it look like it's supposed to be there. This pattern is higglety-pigglety, as they say. Aww. Well, I'm really happy that you bought the eye crowns. Like I said, I'm really excited to see what you make with them. You'll have to definitely post some pictures. They're really fun. And if anything, like even if you don't end up drawing anything, just take some time and swish them along the page a bit with some water and just watch the colors melt into each other. It's really satisfying. Maybe she has to wrangle the real Rango. Getting there. Like it's funny, this is kind of forcing me to be patient because I'm like, why is this being so slow? But it's okay. It's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be zen. What about you, Mo? What kind of art do you like to do? I think I'll do ATCs. Yeah, ATCs would be fun with those. Well, hello, Mr. Ronan.
I'm playing music now.
Oh, yeah? You want to wave hello?
Hi.
Oh, your hand wasn't under there. Go right under here.
Hi.
Kind of. They see your fingers. There you go. That's the good way to say it. Oh, they say hi, Ronan.
Hi. That means it's good night.
Oh, okay.
I mean guy.
He's silly. What you doing? Yeah, are you being a musician?
Now I'm just practicing for my graduate.
Oh, are you gonna play that at your graduation?
Yeah. Since there's no music out. That's like this.
Y'all, my kindergartner is going to be a big first grader. I'm so proud of you.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Are you showing them your drum? See, it's like a little metal one of those like Jamaican drums. It's pretty cute.
What did they say to that?
Yeah, they said you're a blue belt now, right?
Yes, I am a bluebell. How did you know?
Because mommy likes to brag on you a little bit.
Let me play him a beautiful song. Hold him there. Put there.
A hang pan, is that what it's called? Okay. I didn't know, I just know it makes pretty sounds.
I
Alright,
didn't.
buddy. That's enough. That's enough. Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
You're silly. Yeah, I'd never seen one of those little drums before, and his grandma got it for him. He could be. We're very proud of him. He's always done really well in school and stuff, so he's actually a math whiz, which I think is kind of crazy because I was never good with numbers, and this kid can do multiplication in kindergarten. I'm like, how? Hi. They want to know if you're a musician or not. Do you know what a musician is?
Yes, everybody. I'm not yet, but when I graduate, I will do singing. No.
Yeah, he's gonna sing like in a little concert
What
for
did?
his graduation.
Hold on, let me sing another song.
Well, don't hit the camera with it, silly.
Better.
He's 5. He's about to turn 6. All right, that's enough. Thank you.
What did I say to that?
Well, they're just asking about you because you're cute.
I know I'm cute too, everybody. That's so nice of you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.
Aw, thank you, Ronan. He's got that down, doesn't he? You can tell he watches a lot of YouTube.
So now I'm not allowed to.
No, you are. You're just you just gotta watch it with adults. I messed that one up. That's okay. I did it backwards, but I don't think anybody's gonna notice. Shh, we won't tell them.
Everybody, did you hear that?
Yep, it's just between all of us. We'll know, but nobody else will.
Everybody, do we know that? Yes, we know that.
Okay.
What are you drawing?
No more of the drum, please.
Okay.
I did not see a thing. There we go.
Now I'm making more music.
Oh, honey, not a ball in here. I got too much paint and stuff in here. Please don't throw that ball in here.
I don't get different toys to do that.
Yeah, I don't mind if you play with your other toys, but not the ball. I can just see that going well. The ball hits the camera or something. Would be funny. Not for you guys, because it would make you guys all jumble around. But I would probably laugh a little bit.
Okay.
Here we go. I kind of like that these hearts are all different shapes and sizes. It kind of makes them look a little fun. So, tomorrow or the day after, just depending on whenever I decide to stream again, would anybody be interested in watching me mess with pan pastels? Because I'm thinking that I would do like a still life with them. Or do you think that would be too boring? I was just trying to think of like some different things that I can do. And I think I would probably color some like fruits and vegetables. Because I think those are pretty fun and easy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just make a stop shooting me with phone.
Okay. Yay. Good. I'm glad there's some interest in it. I never know like what people want to see or anything. Well, good, good. Then I will bring them out. For my birthday this year, I splurged a little bit and got a big giant set of them. I ended up getting the ones for portraits and then the ones for like landscapes. So I've got a pretty decent color array. Plus, they're so fun to mix. I do not have them. I will not buy them. Are you sure you don't want them? I don't know. That kind of makes me think you might want them. I have regular oil pastels that I don't use either, but I do like those. Feel the pull. Feel the pull. Aoife, you want them. That's okay. You can live vicariously through me. They're pretty fun. It's funny, some people say that those soft tools rip after a while, but I haven't had that problem yet. So maybe they use their tools more than I do. I'm really excited. So as I think we've established, I really love P&M Artist Studio. And Eddie came out with these new bugs that look like spotted lanternflies. And even though that species is very invasive, if that's what that's supposed to be, they're very beautiful for an insect. So I ordered some. I think they're awesome. And I can't wait to make like a whole page of them. Hi, Fuzzy Falcon. How are you doing? Yeah, I already got her on the water soluble ones. I can't wait to get my stamp. Doing good. Yeah, it's been a nice night. We're just working on some different Zentangles. As you can see, we've had a lot of fun so far. So yeah. I think it's very funny listening to people suggest lanternflies back. Yeah, lanternflies are not good for our environment here, at least. They recently became an invasive species, but I'd be lying if I didn't think that they were beautiful. Like, have you seen a real one? Like the wingspan, whenever they're open, they're gorgeous. Those spots are lovely. Plus, I also really liked the shape of that stamp. The stamp itself kind of reminds me of a little bit of what a cicada looks like when their wingspans are open. He should make a cicada stamp too. I would buy that as well. I don't have money for pan pastels. I love Neocolor Choose. I know. Why are pan pastels so expensive? They've been around forever. You would think that they would just like cheapen them up a little bit. I don't blame you, Missy. Honestly, if my bonus hadn't have been around my birthday, I wouldn't have had them either.
Done. We'll do this bit now. You have step two. Now you're doing that bit.
I will try not to peer pressure you. I may tease you a little bit, though. It's a tease of love, though, I promise. I'll mention that to A tomorrow, never dare. It's so early, I could be in bed. Okay, yeah, you should mention it to him. I think that would be a really good idea. You could have like a cool bug line. I'd be into that, different beetles and stuff. But the shape of the way he has those wings open, it really reminds me of a cicada, and some cicadas have really intricate designs. Like, I bet he could do something real fancy with that.
Yellow.
Worse, I really like insects as it is anyway. Before I got back into art, because I didn't do any artwork for like 10 years, and then I got back into it recently, maybe about a year or two ago. I actually was a insect keeper. I kept different insects like isopods. I kept spiders. I kept all kinds of things, mostly spiders because I love them. But if I was going to design something, I would design some cool spiders.
Put the green spinny thing here. That what the directions say? I should make mine above yours.
Almost done with this pattern, guys, and then we can choose a different one. But I think it's looking pretty good so far. I can tell they're hearts, and I think that's half the battle.
Stop, Daddy. That's the fourth bit. That was the fourth bit, Dad. That is true. And now it says a little more better. And now it says that. Nope. Now fourth bit's already done. This is stuff. No.
Please, could you remove the spider from my kitchen? He keeps growling at me when I put it. You know what? I would do that just for you. I would remove the spider. Is it a house spider? I hear you guys have those over there.
Pretty fucked up. What is saying now?
Well, no offense. That would count me out. I'm terrified of spiders. I would protect you, Missy. No spider would come near you. I promise. How have you been doing, Missy? I feel like I haven't gotten to talk to you that much lately. I really enjoyed our conversations on Instagram.
Yeah, this is just a tiny bit. You have to make it this one. Well, it looks correct. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, do you want me to chop it down? But we got you the other parts from your other.
Woohoo! We finished that pattern. Okay, let's find another one. Whoever named them house spiders needs a slap. They're mansion spiders. That's a good one. I've seen how big those get. I don't blame you. We don't have anything like that over here, thank you. You can keep your house spiders. You guys are silly. Hmm. Ooh, this is an interesting idea. So in this one, you draw like teardrop designs and then you do like squares with it. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm just gonna draw the teardrops first. It's supposed to be like an optical illusion.
Now we need one of these with three.
In a rough few weeks, actually. My son's best friend. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. And then you got not good news. I'm sorry. Well, I'll be thinking about you, Missy. Always sucks when bad things happen to good people. Okay, how am I gonna do this? This one looks really complicated, so bear with me. I don't know why I'm picking the most complicated designs in the book. Of course, yeah. No. I always think about you ladies. Because all y'all are super nice. Mm, that there. Missy, are you gonna try to join Dee Dee and Janet's ATC swap? I know you didn't get around to the last one, but this could be a good opportunity to try. Oh, that's sweet.
And they're gonna go on the bottom of the book.
Okay, so it's something kind of like that, and then it goes opposite colors is what it's doing. So we're gonna try that and see how it ends up looking. This one's black.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Where's this thing? Just like that. Okay. So here's how many.
Like that. Ooh, it's so trippy.
Here's another one. Here's one more. Six. And these are gonna go on the bottom of this guy. Okay.
This one up here needs to be black too. Like that. Okay. So then this one needs to be black.
Together, we made it all things. He's stupid. That's green.
Pattern is trippy. It is complicated to draw. I think it's gonna look really cool when I'm done though. I've never tried to do some of these patterns that are in here. I've had this book for like maybe a year or so, but I think I've only used it once, so I wanted to try and get it out and use some of those patterns in it. It's kind of fun thinking about how to design it to where it looks kind of like what's in the picture.
And we made two.
Okay, I'm gonna try something scary, y'all. I'm gonna try to color with my left hand so I can get in here. Oh, I'm scared. Come on, left hand, you can do it. So I couldn't reach the crevice. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I think I can reach this now. Yeah. All right. Go left hand for the win. There we go, like that. Oh, this has got to be black too. Like that. Started left-handed, but my parents sent me to Catholic school. Oh no, that's sad. So are you one of those people that even though you use your right hand now, do you always feel like your left hand is still your true hand? Or did they like totally knock that out for you? When I was a kid, I was like trying to be how do you say that? Ambidextrous? Is that how you pronounce it, right? Where you use both hands? Because I remember in kindergarten and in first grade, I didn't care what hand I used. I just used whatever worked. But then eventually I gravitated to my right hand. Yay, go lefties. Lefties in the house.
Is there any on rack at the park? You could grab a straight pieces. The one that's in your ring. Those ones are too big. I need three of them. Let's try. Those ones are too minute.
There we go. Oh, I totally forgot about this up here. Might be nice to color that in, huh?
Yeah. And I can't use that because or else my thing would break. And then what will happen?
Nuns are demonic. Oh no. Well, I am glad I have not had any nuns as my teachers. They sound very strict.
Just missing this piece. Okay. That's the starting movement. I think. No, look at it. This might be the short one. It's a short.
It depends. I'm left eye dominant, so I shoot weapons better left-handed. That's interesting. I can also throw darts just as well left-handed or draw better right-handed now, though. Huh. That's really interesting, actually. I don't think I've ever met somebody who is one-handed when writing and then will use their other hand for other things. That's really cool. Hmm. Let's see here. Hmm. Let's do a circly pattern next. So on this one, you draw a circle. And then you put circles on either side of it. Like that. And you connect it.
Ready. Set. Winner. I think you. Which one is my team? This one. This one. Please bring all three of them forward. But I. This one. Let's make it create one.
I'm so happy when they start letting nuns wear street clothes because I literally would get anxieties. I didn't know they let nuns wear regular clothes. That's interesting. Of course, I'll be honest, most things I know from nuns are either from American Horror Story or what was that one movie? Sister Act. And that is where my knowledge ends. Hi, Shar of the Heart. How are you doing? Horror nuns, yeah. It's kind of an interesting pattern. That one should have been a little taller. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I also did this page over here. I'll show you. This one I did kind of more random than this other page. But I thought it'd be fun just to have like a whole page of Zentangle. So I'm trying out hard patterns now. Or at least what I think is kind of hard. Yeah, see, these should have been a little closer together. It's okay. I'm just gonna do this and we'll pretend it's not there. Haha. Won't let it ruin my Zentangle party. There we go, like that. That kind of breaks up all that black in there. Oh, yeah, it could be like a star map pattern. That'd be fun. Hmm. What else do we got in here? Let's see. Oh, these are the ones that Janet always does. I'm going to try to do this one. It looks hard, but I'm going to do it. So you have to draw wigglies. So first you draw it like that. And then like that. And now we draw the little lines. This one will be like an optical illusion too. Oh, bye, Shar. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All the good wiggles. Things like that. I enjoy it. Right. And then adult mind kicks in and you're like, no. Let's see here. This one's kind of tough, but we're doing it. We're getting through it. Sort of like a basket weave in a weird way. Well, kind of because like it's kind of like weaving in and out in a way. I don't know. I'm trying to do this one, number 82. Mine's just wonky because we're accepting our wonkiness today. Exactly. Our own spin on it. We're making it our own. Oops, almost did the wrong one there. Tisk tisk. Phew. Made it. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Let's see here. What's another fun one we can do? Oh, I like this one. This one's kind of planty. I like plants, they're fun. So it looks like what we gotta do is we gotta make some lines. Now. Yeah, it does take a little bit of patience, but I had kind of a stressful day. And so I was like, if I do something tedious, it'll force me not to think about everything else. Um, Force me not to think about the tediousness. This paper clip is in my way. I was like, what am I hitting? It was a paper clip. And it's doing the job. So with this one, you do a wavy thing on one side and a leaf on the other. Like that. That's cute. And then you do the opposite, right? Yeah, you just do the opposite again. Just like that. And then a leaf. And then a leaf. And a swirly. We're going to call it the swirly dirly. Something like that. Hmm. There we go. And then we just got to do it over here. Perfect. So that's another good one down. Let's see here. What else do we got? This one's got triangles in it. That would be interesting. So this time we got to make lines going this way. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, so I'm going to start in the middle so I can see the design better. And then this is black. And then we've got flowers like that with some little dotty dots in them. And then the other triangles just have a line. My poor marker is going to be like empty by the time I'm done with this page. I can feel it starting to go rough. Okay, so this side needs to be the opposite. that. With the little dashes. And then our little liney lines. More dashes and a flower. Doot. There we go. Kind of a strange pattern, but it's there. Um, let's see here. Let's do this one because this one's kind of similar to what's over here. So you just do a bunch of branches. And then you do a little triangle and a bolt. Like that. We need another one here. There we go. And then we'll just do some coming off the page over here. And another over here. Really sorry you had a stressful day. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Today was actually really scary for me. We got a meeting notice, right? And it was like your meeting's in 1 minute. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And then we found out that we were being downsized, but the people in the meeting get to stay, kind of thing. So I'm fine, but that was a scary meeting to walk into whenever you're not expecting it. And then I have no idea if the people that weren't in the meeting know or not. So it's like, what do you do with that? It was just kind of stressful and scary. That happened this morning when we were at Dee Dee's. Let's do flowers down here. Well, and I kind of got the idea that the manager that led the meeting, like, I think it was all a surprise to her too. Like, it didn't sound like this was something that had been thought of, beforehand. Because, I mean, she was crying. And, like, I don't think she was trying to be unprofessional or anything like that. I didn't really take it as unprofessional, but she was very sad, as she should be. Because, I mean, it's not her doing it. And these are all people that she's worked with for years. And this is a new position for me in the company. Like, I've worked for this company for almost 15 years now. And this is a new position that I literally just got last month. So to be thrown in a meeting like that, I'm like, ooh. And then on top of it, they're like, P.S. You're gonna need to like AI from now on. And I'm like, oh no, I left my past position because I didn't want to be replaced by AI. Is that what's happening? So I don't know. It just makes me nervous. I don't know what to think about AI. I'm gonna just do some swirly dirlies over here. And it's like I finally found a position that feels like home. I just hope that it can stay my home. I mean, who's to say that we don't just like train the AI and then all of a sudden our jobs are gone anyway? You know what I mean? I'd like to think my company wouldn't do that because it's a very good company, but you never know. Yeah, but it'll be okay. No matter what happens, I'll figure it out. You know, as we all do. As we all do. Hmm. Need something small over here. What is something that's small? Maybe I can just do a bunch of dots in this one. I just hope that, the others have the support they need. That's really my main concern is the other employees. Okay, and then let's do this kind of weird pattern over here. So it's like a square almost, but like with a line through it and then a little square in the middle. Like that kind of. Yeah, something kind of like that. Mhm. But I will say definitely like even just sitting here relaxing with you guys, it's been really helpful for me. Like I really appreciate the different communities that I'm in on here. And I feel like, people on here are just really sweet and caring and I really like that. So I really appreciate you guys. I think I'm pretty fortunate to have found the communities that I have found. That does sound fun, Tina. Thank you for visiting. I appreciate seeing you. Have a good night, Tina. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you had a good time. I had a good time with you too. I understand there are things that would be harder without our coloring and crafting hobby. Yeah, really. I mean, for real. It's nice to be around a bunch of, with all the things that are going wrong in the world, it just feels great to have a group of people that you can just art with and just not think about it. It's nice. Let's see here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares left. Hmm. I've already done neurographic art, so I'm trying to stay away from that. Huh. There's one where it's just a bunch of scribbles that could be interesting. Just let your hand go free and do whatever it wants to do. I like scribbles. I don't know if I'm weird or what, but I've always enjoyed scribbles. I know other people don't, but I don't know. I think you can make some really interesting designs with them. This one will be kind of hard because we're in here like this, but I'm going to try my bestest. And if I have to, I will left-hand it. It's kind of like this. Be here without judgment. Can I say as I'm not bold as I once was? Well, good. I'm glad that you feel welcomed. I really think that a sense of community really helps. And I think art has a huge and loving community in it. So I strongly believe in that. So even if you've been away for a long time, I mean, I didn't do art for 10 years. And here I am. So, I mean, and I feel like it's been very healing, like a healing journey. So, no matter where you are or what you're doing in your life, you can always come back to the things you love. And then it feels like home. This one needs to go sideways. This one's kind of hard to see. It's all tucked back there. There we go. Something like that. And what else do we got in here? Ooh, we got kind of funky circles. We could try that. And then they have a burst in the middle. Yeah, funky. I like it. We're gonna do one around this gold thing. It's probably gonna be a mistake, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're going to say that that is the middle of our starburst, the hole. Incorporate the circle. There we go.
Run away.
There we go. So that's kind of interesting. What else do we got in here? I'm just kind of poking around, seeing what we got. Oh, we could do fish scales. That would be fun. And then what I'll probably do is color in every couple scales or something. Make it look a little bit more random. Does anybody else here enjoy drawing fish? I love drawing fish. I think fish are fun. I like drawing them with my neo colors and then kind of spreading them around a bit. Oops. Edge of the paper got me. There we go. And then let's just color in every random moon here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Then we've got one more to figure out here. Oh, do you like drawing fish? I know that's a really random question, but since I was drawing scales, I was like, I miss drawing fish. Fish. The cute things with fins. Yes, they can be really colorful. We should have a fish drawing session sometime. That would be a lot of fun. Well, I think that I have got these 2 pages complete. Oh, hi, Helen. How are you doing? So I'm going to hold these up so you can kind of see what we did today. Oh. So we did all of these little Zentangles, and they turned out pretty cute, I think. Yes, you should make some fish ATCs. That would be really cool. I would enjoy that quite a bit. Do a fish swap. So if you decide to do that, you let me know.
Subscribe.
Thank you, Ron. But anyway, it's about time for me to put my son to bed, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for the night. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Helen. But thank you guys all for being here, and I really appreciate you. Ronan, please stop doing that. So I hope you guys all have a good night, and I'll see you probably tomorrow at some point. Bye, guys.